Hello YouTube, it's your roommate you don't tell your parents about, B3, back with another graphic novel review. Got a classic one today, real dope. Green Lantern, War of the Green Lanterns. This was kind of towards the end of DC's modern era or so, what we call pre-New 52 continuity these days. It's part of the Geoff Johns Green Lantern run. Yeah, Geoff Johns, Tony Bedard, Peter J. Tomasi, Doug Mahnke, Tyler Kirkham, Fernando Pesar, and some big names on there. Some of my favorite names in all comics. Yeah, so this is like the last story that came out before the New 52 started. It's really dope. I'm going to read you the back of the book real quick. It does require some Brightest Day reading, but I didn't... If I'm going to reread one Brightest Day thing, I'm going to reread all the Brightest Day stuff, so I'm going to save that for another day. Who will be Earth's new Green Lantern? Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, and Guy Gardner are members of the Green Lantern Corps, directed by the Guardians of the Universe to maintain order through the use of their unstoppable power rings. That was supposed to be an alien accent. It turned very Indian very fast. I apologize. But when an ancient enemy of the Corps seizes control of the Guardians and every single ring bearer, these four men will find themselves pitted against the entire Green Lantern Corps and each other. Without their Green Lantern rings, Jordan and his comrades will have to overcome impossible odds to find the power to stop the entire Green Lantern Corps, a Mad Guardian, and the all-powerful entities of the emotional spectrum. Whatever happens, the Green Lantern Corps will not emerge from this war unscathed, and neither will the Green Lanterns of Earth. This is a dope book, $16.99, which is actually a pretty good price because it's a little thicker than a normal $16.99 book. It's a little thicker, which is definitely not what my Tinder says. My Tinder says 4-inch Grinch. Please kill me. But, so Krona, y'all know Krona, takes over the Green Lantern Corps. Anyone wearing a Green Lantern ring is brainwashed by Krona. Krona controls the entities. Krona has the leaders of the Lantern Corps, like trapped in the books and stuff. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Freaking crazy stuff in this book. So since everyone wearing a Green Lantern ring is being brainwashed, the four Green Lanterns of Earth, because of course they're the ones that are going to save the day, they don't have their rings on. They take out their rings. They remove their rings before the brain control reaches out to them, and they have to go fight the entire Green Lantern Corps by themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. So they all are like, "Hey, since the leaders of the other corps are trapped in the books and stuff now, their rings are just lying around, so what do? They put on the rings of the other Lantern Corps leaders. Yes. Guy Gardner wears Atrocitus' ring. This would not be the last time he wears that ring. To become Guy Gardner, Red Lantern. John Stewart, Indigo Tribe. Indigo Lantern, very cool. Hal Jordan, he picks Fear, Sinestro's ring, because he has experience wielding the yellow light. And Kyle Rayner wields Hope. Of course, we know Kyle Rayner can wield any light, which we find out later. We don't know this at this time. There's lots of pretty cool stuff. Turns out the Green Lanterns keep like this monster guardian in the basement, or the Owens did. And Krona puts like... It's pretty crazy. He puts one of the Lantern entities in each of the Guardians. So there are Guardians who are already crazy powerful, with super crazy powerful Lantern entities inside them, and then Krona's controlling them all to fight these guys who barely know how to wield their rings. Insane. Absolutely crazy, mind-blowing Green Lantern story. And there's a big sacrifice towards the end, which was... wow. And towards the end of the book, I'm going to tell you this already because it's because it leads to major plot points in several other stories. So lots of you probably already knew this happened, but spoilers anyways. Hal Jordan's ring is flying back to him at the end of the book, and the ring chooses Sinestro instead of Hal. We find out why that is later in Green Lantern Volume 1 from the New 52, Green Lantern Volume 1 Sinestro, which, guess what? I've reviewed. Yeah. So, be happy about that. I think have I reviewed all of New 52 Green Lantern at this point? Why, yes, I think I have. If I haven't done one, it's Volume 6, but I'm pretty positive I did Volume 6. I've done so many of these, it's hard to remember. Yeah. But, Green Lantern, War of the Green Lanterns, Geoff Johns, Peter J. Tomasi, Doug Mahnke, some of my favorite names in comics, and more on top of those. Just amazing writing, dazzling art. It's fantastic. The Geoff Johns run on Green Lantern was just fantastic. Everything about it was wonderful. I loved it. My favorite comic run of all time. My favorite superhero of all time, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Just a wonderful, wonderful book. So if you want to read War of the Green Lanterns, you can read it digital. You can read it physical. Try to read it legally to support the publisher, so they'll bring us more good content. Digital's probably cheapest, and it saves room. I read a lot of digital nowadays. This is physical, though, because favorite run, physical books. That's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. What will I do next? I don't know, and neither is Cyborg here. Cyborg's not in that book, by the way. He's just my buddy for the day, because he is DC, and Green Lantern is DC, and I just kind of pick a random DC figure to stand here these days. Not one that's related like I used to, just a random one. But support us on Patreon to get content better, faster, stronger, whatever that means. Just because it takes a lot of time to make these. I got 2 jobs as it is, It takes a lot of time to make videos, and oftentimes money. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye, son. I miss you, son.